Hi, all YouTubers and friends and subscribers and everyone who sees this video. Uh, Welcome to Judge's Rant. Merry Christmas to you all. And hope that 2020 fulfills all your dreams and aspirations for a healthier, happier, more prosperous new year than ever before. Um, what I want to talk about is we're on the cusp of a new decade, and also humanity is facing the biggest threat of extinction in the history of our species. Okay, so listen carefully. I'm telling you that from many others, from the collective mind and soul of the planet, that all of us, every one of us, has to take to heart what's happening. The rich, the poor, the elite, doesn't matter. They need to recognize what they're doing. Okay, since the Industrial Revolution, the planet is going closer and closer to extinction. The reason being is the dirty fossil fuels, they're choking out the planet. I talked about this a little bit before. Now I'm going to explain the details on it. Okay, the fossil fuels, the dirty oil that is being burnt, as gasoline and everything like that. It's not the people themselves that is choking out the planet with CO2 emissions. It's fossil fuels that are actually choking out the planet of oxygen and providing so much CO2 in the atmosphere, okay, and the air. So in the next 5 to 10 years, we could have our air compromised. Then what? How are we going to breathe? Okay, so we're on the cusp of two choices, my friends. Two choices, everybody. Do you know I posted this on Facebook and I don't even think it got posted? I think they censored it. I don't give a fuck, about this that they censor. Facebook, I've just about had it with Facebook. Okay? So the thing is that all of us, we are facing the same threat of extinction. Okay? If we do not make a radical change from going from fossil fuels to electromagnetic energy, solar powered, cleaner burning fuels like maybe methane or natural gas, but the oil and the gasoline from petrol has to go. It's got to go. And I'm talking about too the marine life. The marine life all around the world is being choked out by all this fucking plastic that's being shipped to all these countries by these stupid governments. Okay, they're wrecking the planet. They're okay. I'm telling you right now, if one ecosystem goes down, all of us goes down. Okay, so what I'm saying here is we all have to make a, a choice, take this to heart, that we are going to not be in the echelon of the records of the universe, that the species that destroyed the planet and destroyed themselves through mere stupidity, greed, and profit, and just foolishness. Okay, we cannot be like the ostriches in that they get scared or they get indifferent and they don't even think and they just stick their head in the sand, right? We can't be like that anymore, guys. We can't. And if I talk about what's happening with the exotic animals on the planet, I get really pissed. Okay, with all these poachers and all these animal traffickers that are just ruining. They're taking out ecosystems. Okay, they're taking them out
So if an ecosystem collapses, I'll tell you what happens. There's a domino effect. Okay, those that rely on that ecosystem, if they're gone, then that ecosystem weakens and collapses, and so on and so on and so on, and then it goes all the way up to the food chain, right up to man, right up to our species. So we have to. We are on the cusp. I'm telling you right now, we're on the cusp that we need to change. We need to make the radical change now. Not next year, not next month. Now. We got to start doing it now, right now, today. I mean, actually, we should have done it yesterday already. But scientists are warning right now that we have at best 5, maybe up to 10 years if we do not reverse the march that we're doing here on the planet. And we're all in this together because we're all in this planet together, okay? If we don't make a radical change on all those things that I talked about, energy, pollution, big business, industry, they have to be responsible. They're accountable. They have to fucking get with the program, right? Many people from the collective, from the universe, have come forward and said this, and it's just fallen on deaf ears. Okay, I'm telling you, this cannot continue like this. We all have to do our best. We all have to do our very best. Take it to heart and make the changes. If we all make the changes from the rich to the poor to the rich, it doesn't matter. We all make those changes, and we all have the different mindset on how to green the planet, how to preserve the planet, stop polluting, stop raping the planet of the wildlife, taking or reaping all the exotic animals until they're going to be gone. And then what happened with the buffalo, right? They had to put a moratorium on the killing of the buffalo, and they saved them, but they had to do something like that. They kind of do the same thing with the exotic animals, okay? All the big cats and everything like that. The lions, the tigers, the leopards, and all these other exotic animals like the pangolin in Belize, and there's over 16K that are facing extinction. But that's not the worst of it, guys. The worst of it is we are facing extinction, not just the animals. We're facing extinction. So take that to your heart, right? If we don't do something now, okay, my next car is not going to be a gas-powered fucking car. It's not going to be. It's going to be electric, okay? And I think that everybody should think about that way. Electric, free energy. Get away from the fucking fossil fuels. They're just fucking, they're destroying the planet. That's what they're doing. They're destroying the planet. Fuel like that, fossil fuels, can only be cleaned so much, right? So that's why we need to adopt cleaner burning fuels. We need to adopt cleaner energy, eco-friendly energy, solar-powered energy, okay? Hydrogen-powered, water-powered, wind-powered, all those things. There's all those alternatives. Are we gonna go the way of, the dodo or the dinosaurs, that we were so stupid that, okay, maybe if we do get into an asteroid extinction level event, well, then it'll be done. We'll be all done anyhow. But you know what? We don't have to be. Okay, we are potentials. And the universe. There's probably millions of parallel universes, right? Which is potentials for choice. So we all have a choice to make. We all must make this choice. Do we want to destroy our planet or do we want to save it? Okay. You know, when you look at what's happening, just take a look. Just take a look around the world. I mean, the Great Barrier Reef is being choked to death with all the pollution and everything in Australia, on the east coast of Australia, right? That's just the start. There's other warning signs. The signs, the warning signs are on a proverbial wall, right? If we don't make the radical change now in this next decade, it will be far too late. Okay? What will happen is sea levels and that will rise so much because of the fucking fossil fuels that are pumping out all this CO2. And don't tell me about this bullshit that there's 8 billion people on the planet and they're causing all the CO2 emissions. Fuck off. Fuck you. It is not that is happening. That's happening because of fossil fuels. Dirty fossil fuels, okay? Only that reason. That's why. So all these elites and people that are powerful, they're cutting their own throats. Maybe they don't have children. Maybe they don't belong or believe in children and that. But do you know what? What are they going to do? They want to go to another planet and do the same thing. They want to harvest the resources and everything and take and destroy that planet too as well. I mean, they gotta stop. You gotta stop and look and see what the consequences are. Because karma is, for every action there's a reaction. Okay? And it will come back and bite them in the ass, right? So I mean, what we need to do now collectively, because we are all in this together. We are all in this together and we are all connected. We're all human beings from all walks of life. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor or whatever. We all have to live in this jewel of a planet that we're ruining. Okay? So my last conclusion, I mean my summary here is that I think the key is we have to open our hearts and look and see what's in there. Okay? If it's indifference or you don't give a shit, you just say, oh, okay, I'll live my life, whatever, you know. You know, what about the next generation and the next generation after that? Okay? What they're going to have to face. So why don't we open our hearts and just say that we need to make the big change? All of us, we need to make the big change, starting with our minds, okay? The way we think about things, the perspective, okay? Thanks, guys, for listening. I wish everybody a prosperous, healthier, happier new year, and Merry Christmas to you all. And have a good night. See you.